Welcome to everyone. I am Dr. Godun Raman, Department of Mathematics, SRM Institute of Science and Technology, Kattangaluttur. Today the topic is stochastic process and its applications. Before going this topic, I wish to thank Axelam College, Gandhinagar, Velur and Secretary, Convener, Co-Convener, Head of the Department, Executive Members, Organizing Secretary for giving this opportunity, and also my thanks to all the participants for attending this lecture. I have planned for this lecture three part. One is basic concept of the stochastic process and the application of the stochastic process, and then recent research work and future research work of the stochastic process. Today, the basic concept probability. Okay, what is the probability? What is the use of probability? Why you want to study the probability? Because the probability started in school level. So we should understand something special in this probability. Okay, what is a special? Simple. Probability answer all the type of questions in approximation. So only we are applied probability in all the field. The history of probability suggests that the probability theory developed with the study of game of chance, such as rolling a die, drawing a card from a pack of cards. The term probably, chance, likely, possible convey the same meaning, but the situation is different. For example, probably your method is correct. The chance of getting ranks Ram and Kodai are equal. It is likely that Ram may not come for taking his class today. It is possible to reach the college by 8:30 a.m. Consider the following day-to-life statements: certainty, impossibility, uncertainty. Certainty is nothing but is a sure event we represent by 1. For example, every day the sun rises in the east, because this is a sure one. Impossibility we can represent by 0. It's an impossible event. It is possible to live without water. It's impossible live without water, therefore we can represent by 0. Uncertainty, probably Raman get the job. Okay, we did not predict before itself he will get the job or not, therefore it lies between 0 and 1. Some basic definition I have mentioned here: random, experiment and event. An experiment in which the outcome cannot predicted with certainty is called random experiment, even though all possible outcomes are known in advance. For example, when I am tossing a coin, here tossing is a trial. Okay, tossing is a random experiment. The outcome, head and tails, are events. Favorable events. What is a favorable events? So suppose not only success is the favorable. What if you are like that? That is your favorable events. For example, so I just consider I am the students. So my thinking is what? So surely I will get fail coming the test. So my favorable is what? My friends also will get failed. That is only comfortable myself. Otherwise, when he's got pass, sure to face my students is very difficult. So what is my favorable? My friends also get failed for the coming test. That is my favorable. Exhaustive events. Exhaustive events is nothing but is a total number of outcomes. In this coin, we have 2 outcomes, head and tail. Therefore, the exhaustive events is 2. Mutually exclusive event. The mutually exclusive event is nothing but cannot happen simultaneously as a single trial. For example, suppose I plan to travel Chennai to Velur by train, bus, car. But it's not possible to travel at same time bus and car. Therefore is a mutually exclusive event. When is a possible? For example, so I'm going to attend any interview. Okay, so I just produce my education qualifications and my experience. So at same time we can apply with the 2 concept, 2 variable, 2 events. So this is a my education and other than my experience. So this is a not mutually exclusive event. Equally likely event. What is a equally likely event? Both sides are same side, so no any difference. One side head, the other side tail. This is a equally likely events. Suppose I just think one side head, the other side head. I'm tossing, then I'm asking for the other person, myself side, myself I head. What do you want? Means it's a no meaning. Okay, because of both side head you are asking head. Why you are asking to me for what do you want? Because everybody know that the both side head, then sure you will get the head only. So that is the likely events. Independent events. Independent is nothing but if when I'm tossing coin, or the occurrence of event does not affect to the occurrence of the other. It will not affect to others. For example, two person to attend any interview, only one vacancy is available for the company. If one person selected, then other person will be affect. This is the independent, is the dependent event. Okay, it will affect. When is not affect? If the two vacancy, two-person attending in the interview, so one person is selected but other person will not affect because of the vacancies is two, same post, two-person to enter for this vacancy interview, therefore one person selected, other person sure will not affect. This is the independent event. Then definition of the probability, we have mentioned here three type of definition. First one is a mathematical definition. What is a mathematical? Probability of any event, that is a meaning number of favorable case divided by total number of exhaustive event. This is a mathematical definition. What is a statistical definition? Statistical definition is nothing but you just tossing a n number of times coin and just count the collection, the data to collect the data for each and every number of tossing your coin. Okay, for example, if we want to find out probability that a spare parts produced by machine is defective, we study the record of defective item produced by machine over a considerable period of time. If the out of 10,000 times produced items, 500 are defective, it is assumed that the probability of the defective item is 0.05. The axiomatic is nothing but three axioms satisfied. One is probability of every event should be 0 to 1 and the total probability is 1. When the two events or more number of events mutually exclusive, then we should write the form of P of A union B equal to P of A plus P of B and so on. Okay, and then the law of probability, addition law and multiplication law. What is the addition law? In addition law, we have discussed with the two cases. First case, when the events are mutually exclusive, then we can use, that is a meaning two events are disjoint, we can use P of A union B equal to P of A plus P of B. Then when the events are not mutually exclusive events, then P of A union B equal to P of A plus B of B equal to minus P of A intersection B. And what is a multiplication law? Here also we can discuss with the two cases. One, when the events are independent. I mentioned what is the independent already for the given the example. So P of A intersection B equal to P of A and P of B. When the events are dependent or conditional probability, then we can apply for this condition P of A intersection B equal to P of A and P of B given A, or P of B, B of A given B. Okay. Then what is a random variable? Simple, I'm telling you, when I'm taking class, I asked the students, suppose I'm tossing a coin, what is the output? Everybody say the answer head to tail, immediate answer I receive. Then I just ask again to repeat the questions. When I'm tossing twice, what is the output? Some of the students say the head, tail, head. This is the answer they are saying that. And some next time asking, repeat the question, if 3 times you are tossing coin, what is the output? So some of the students answer is what? They are saying that 3 heads are 3 tails are. So I'm asking, please don't use any number, just tell me the expansion of this outcome. That is means head, tail. This is where you just repeat, means someone tried but every know the answer but they are not ready to tell the outcome. Okay, so what is the inconvenient for this? We are apply for numerical number. Okay, so the words wise we have to use inconvenient. So to avoid the inconvenience, we can use for numerical number. For example, when we are applied the outcome 3 head to assume any number, 3 head means 2. 2 head means 1, 1 head means 0. You can assume any number. So when we can assume numerical number, so easy to understanding, easy to avoid for the inconvenient. Okay, that is a point of view we are apply for the random variable. That is the main reason we are using our ID card also the registration number, and then vehicles numbers also the registration number. So easy to identification. So that is a random variable. And then random variable 2 types. One is a discrete random variable, other one is a continuous random variable. Discrete random variable is nothing but is a countable one. For example, when I'm just taking for attendance in some period in my class hour, I'm taking attendance number of absent or number of present. So this is a countable one. It's a discrete random variable. Okay, so here I mentioned probability mass function. So we can count with the probability of some variable is non-negative, then total probability is 1. So we should find out also for the cumulative distribution function. What is the use of the cumulative distribution function? For one variable to another variable, how to change it. Okay, so that is the cumulative distribution function. That is an example of the signal to transfer one variable to other variable, one tower to other towers. So mean, variance also we can use to find discrete random variable and continuous random variable. What is the example of the continuous random variable? Simple. So when I am just maybe you just remember in backs because of just remember that when the school or when I just childhood, someone informed to me for that. So just count 100 stars in night. After counter you just sleep, then in early morning you will get good news for that. So I just count how to count the stars when I'm just looking sky. My eye covers some measurement area. This measurement area to cover some point to other point. So here I mentioned the variable is stars. Some measurement area starting point to ending point. So only I'm checking for the integration of these stars. Okay, so in this situation is uncountable. So this is the integration. So probability density function. See, the function f is defined for all some minus infinity to plus infinity. This is a for probability density function, continuous random variable of x. It should be non-zero. The function of the variable should be non-zero and the total probability value is 1. Here also to find out the cumulative distribution function, mean and variance. Then two-dimensional random variable. What is a two-dimensional random variable? We had just take for the example throwing a die and tossing a coin simultaneously. Here dice is one of the variable and coin is another variable. You just tossing both. The outcome throwing die represent the random variable y and the outcome tossing a coin is represent as random variable x. When both the random variable occur simultaneously or jointly, the probability of joint occurrence can be written in the matrix from called joint probability matrix, probability of x comma y. Then just stochastic process. Okay, so what is the stochastic process? A random process is collection of random variable. That simple, I mentioned that the collection of random variables, some duration of the time is a stochastic process. For example, in electrical system, voltage or current waveforms are used as signal for collecting, transmitting or processing information as well as for controlling and providing power to variety of the device. These signals are function of time and or of two class, deterministic and random. Deterministic is nothing but signal can be described by usual mathematical function with the time ts independent variable. But the random signal always has some element of uncertainty associated with it and hence it not possible to determine its value exactly at any given point of the time. However, we may able to describe the random signal in terms of its average properties, such as the average signal amplitude exceeds a given value. The probabilistic model characterized as random signal is called stochastic process. Another one of the example, recently we are affected coronavirus, everyone locked down last 2 months, so we can find out collection of the data, some duration of that time. So some duration here I mentioned for 29th February to 23rd May. In this duration, how many of them affected in India coronavirus and how many of them death, how many of them recovered, and other than daily cases process. Daily 13 January to 22 May, what is a daily process, confirmed case, death case, recovered case. So this is a simple example of the stochastic process. Okay, then classification of the stochastic process. So what is a classification? Discrete random process. Here when the variable discrete and the time is continuous. For example, I'm just trying call to my friends some duration of that time for morning 9 to 10. I just try to call but some line busy is not pick the call my friend. So first time I'm try, second time try, third time. So number of time I try. So it's a discrete, okay, a finite value but infinite number of times. Here also the time is countable, some duration is continuous, some duration 9 to 10 AM or PM. Okay, then continuous random process when variable and the time is continuous. is a continuous random process. For example, now I am recording my lecture. In this recording, I just duration some point, I'm just taking some 1 hour or half an hour I'm taking for this lecture to record some duration of that time. This record, just after that, I don't know predict before itself what is the noise disturbance here for my record. So this is a for continuous random process. And when t is time duration is discrete and variable is both are discrete, just consider example of the coin. So I'm just tossing coin 10 times. Whole number of times I'm tossing a time, the output is finite value, okay, head tail. So number of time I tried, 10 time I tried. So this is only for the discrete random sequence. What is a continuous random sequence? Here time is discrete and variable is continuous, where here we apply for the temperature. For example, when I'm going for the gold shop, okay, everyone experience for the gold shop, when I'm just giving the old gold to maybe revalue or just replace some of the gold shop, they are just taking the gold to remove the dust, some temperature, they are putting some temperature to remove your dust, and other temperature they are melting for your gold. So some of the temperature is a fixed case, okay. If it's not fixed, is uncountable values, means what you are expecting for this gold or any other case is very difficult to get for the results. So continuous random sequence for this. Classification of the stochastic process. So what is a classification? Stationary process. If the certain probability distribution or average do not depend on t, then the random process x of t is called stationary. Strictly stationary process. Random process is called strictly stationary process if all the finite dimensional distribution are invariant under translation of the time parameter. Process with independent increment. For the process means the first time, for example, if all the choice t1, t2, t etc is moving from the increment level, the periodic level, the random variable x of t1, x of t2, x of t. How to find the independent? Means they are just taking for the first one, the second one, for the difference is the independent. Then the process is said to be a random process with independent increment. We are applied this increment for the Poisson process and Wiener process for some of the distributions. A random process, Whiteside stationary process. Okay, the Whiteside stationary process is nothing but they are satisfying the two conditions. One, we are taking x of t. X of t is nothing but variable is depending on some time. So when we are taking expectation of the x of t is a constant. Then second is the autocorrelation function when is a function of tau. When you are satisfying these two condition is a Whiteside stationary process. What is the autocorrelation function? Autocorrelation function is nothing but the first periodic timing and second periodic timing. The first and second moments difference is the autocorrelation function. Okay, that is the mean autocorrelation is x of expectation of x of t plus tau. T plus tau is nothing but first timing and second timing for the difference. Okay, some of the properties I mentioned here. So every autocorrelation function is an even function, and the maximum value for the autocorrelation function is r excess of tau tends to 0. If x of t periodic component, then it will also contain periodic component of same period. Okay, then when we are taking tau tends to infinity, you should get for the e of x of t whole square is a limit exceeds. And Markov process very simple one. If you want future is depending only present not past, that is a Markov process. Then Markov chain, if all the Markov chain is nothing but if one place to another place to travel, for example Chennai to Vellore if plan to travel, then number of state to involve, okay, that is a Markov chain. Starting point and the ending point. So what is the one step transition probability? Suppose starting point to ending point direct to reach, no any other bus stop or any other station to involve. Suppose I travel by train, means you just count out how many of the station, that is a n step transition probability. How many station is there, how many bus stop is there for traveling bus, that is a n step transition probability. Okay, and Chapman-Kolmogorov equation is nothing but we can mention probability transition probability matrix of a homogeneous Markov chain. The nth step probability p of n is equal to p of n. Okay, and the classification of the Markov chain. The classification of Markov chain is nothing but irreducible chain and non-irreducible. Nothing but if every state can be reached from every other state, is a Markov chain is said to be irreducible. Return state, if starting point, if I am starting Chennai to reach Vellore, again to return to Chennai is a return state. Then periodic, you should concentrate each and every state greatest common, to find the greatest common divisor. It should be 1 aperiodic, is a greater than 1 is a periodic. And then recurrent is nothing but, so now every state I, some state to persistent or recurrent, it's for some return state I. Okay, null persistent or non-null persistent to take the mean recurrence of the state I. When the mean recurrent of the state is finite, is non-null recurrent, and is infinite, is a null recurrent. Ergodic condition, when the ergodic condition satisfied, two condition, when is two conditions satisfied, then is a ergodic. One is non-null persistent and aperiodic. Some of the example is mentioned here. Three boys A, B, C are throwing a ball to each other. A always throw ball to B, B always throw ball to C, but G is likely throw ball to B as A. See, here I mention here A, okay, this is a A and this is a B and this is a C. So A throw ball to B and B throw ball to C and C throw ball to A and B. Okay, how to find this? So we just consider for C to A is X, C to A X, so and the total probability is 1, so that every row should be is 1. Okay, every row should be 1. So X plus, see here consider X, because we don't know, find out for the value C to A. So here we consider X and here we consider X. So X plus X equal to 1. So 2X equal to 1, X is equal to 1 by 2, or the both cases are equally likely that, so only 1 by 2, 1 by 2, total probability is 1. Now how to find out this Markovian? Markovian nothing but when the ergodic condition is satisfied is a Markovian. When is ergodic condition satisfied? Two cases, one is a non-null recurrent and other one is a aperiodic. So non-null recurrent is nothing but first of all we should check with the irreducible. Because of what is the irreducible? The event, okay, the event to reach the state to reach all other states. So see here, A to reach B, yes, to check A to reach all other states. So A reached B and A reached C means what is the state? A to B and B to C. Two state to travel but is reached. Then C to reach and B to reach to C and B to reach to A. When B to C, C to A, C to reach to A and C to reach to B. Therefore all the states are reached all other state, therefore is irreducible. If it's a irreducible, it's a finite. If it's a finite, then it's non-null persistent. So first condition is satisfied. What is the second condition? The second condition is nothing but you just find out for each and every state, okay, how many times they are reached. Okay, so now suppose I just consider A, the first one. So when is reached return state? A to B, B to C, C to A. Third state is reached. Okay, then when next reached? A to B, B to C, C to B, B to C, then C to A. Then fifth state is reached. So then you check it other state. Okay, when other state, seventh state reached. So you should find out the greatest common divisor of this value. Okay, greatest common divisor of the state 1, 3, 5 and so on. So what is the greatest common divisor of 3, 5, 7? Is a 1. Therefore the period is 1, is aperiodic. When all the states are aperiodic or non-null persistent, then the state is ergodic. Okay, so any queries, please send to my mail, mobile number, WhatsApp. So thank you so much once again for giving this opportunity. Thank you.